Hello everyone. So we will continue with your third chapter with the session 2. Okay, that is on data structure, types and operation. In the previous class, we saw what is data structure and why it is important, and we saw a video how the data structure can be used in real life application. So in this video, we will be seeing operations and data structure types. Okay. So same chapter, that is Introduction to Data Structure and Linked List. This is your session 2. So in this session, we'll be studying which are the different types of data structure and which are the different types of data structure operation. So can anyone tell which are the different types of data structure? Yes, can anyone tell which are the different types of data structure? So one is built-in will be there, that is primitive, then derived will be there. Then one more thing will be your user defined. So that's what we'll be saying, and which are the different operations. So data structure operations are normal: insertion, deletion, searching, all those will be there. That will be studied. So this is one diagram showing you types of data structure. So your data structure is classified into two types. One is primitive data structure, another is non-primitive data structure. So primitive data structures are which are this built-in. Okay, built-in data structure like integer, character, float, boolean, all these are primitive data structure. Non-primitive are either derived or user defined. Okay, so in this again you have two types, linear and non-linear. In linear you have arrays, stacks and queues. In non-linear you have trees and graphs. So this is the diagram. So there is one question, explain types of data structure. You have to draw this diagram and write the explanation. Okay, so this is about the data structure types. So mainly it is classified into two types, primitive and non-primitive. Primitives are something, okay, that can be directly manipulated by machine level. Okay, these are integer, float, char, etc. Whereas non-primitive are something that are derived from one or the other. Okay, they are derived from this non-primitive. So examples are arrays, stacks, queues, trees, etc. Okay. Again, non-primitive is divided into two types, linear and non-linear. Linear means data is arranged one after the other, okay, in the line. Non-linear means it is anywhere. It need not be sequential. Okay, that is the difference. Okay. Again, so let's see what is primitive data structure and non-primitive data structure in detail. So these are what primitive data structures are not derived. Okay, these are not sorry, they are not derived from their basic data type, directly manipulated from, this line is wrong. So directly manipulated from machine instructions, example integer, floating point and character. So second type is non-primitive. They are derived from primitive data types. Okay. So and it cannot be directly manipulated by machine instructions. Example, arrays, stacks, queues, linked lists, trees and graphs. Again, they are classified into two types, linear and non-linear. So let's see the comparison between linear data structure and non-linear. Linear means they're sequentially arranged one after the other. Non-linear means they're not in sequence. Okay, so they're arranged in linear format. Maybe one data is here, next data will be next, so on. This is linear. In non-linear, one might be here, second will be here, three, four, somewhere else. It will be not arranged in a sequence. Okay, so every item is related to previous and next item. See here, this item you can get previous also, next also. Whereas here, previous is somewhere else, next is somewhere else. Yes, so that is implementation is easy in linear data structure, whereas difficult in non-linear data structure. and data items can be traversed. Traversed means we can go easily, visit. See, from 1 to 2, we can visit 2 to 3. Here, see, 1 is here, from, sorry, 1 is here, then from 1, we have to search where is 2, then 3, then 4. It is cannot be traversed easily. Example for linear is arrays, stacks, and linked list. Non-linear is trees and graphs. So trees and graph, this all you will be studying this semester. Only graphs you will be studying next semester. Okay. So now let's see each of these in detail. That is, what is array, what is stack, what is linked list. Okay, what is tree. So can you tell me what is array? Yes, what is array? Can anyone tell me? Yes. So array is nothing but
Similar data type.
yes.
Similar data type.
It is what data type you said? It is derived.
Similar data type.
It has, okay. So it has all similar datas. Okay. For example, I have 10 integer numbers. All that I can arrange under single name and with the data type integer. Okay. So it is collection of homogeneous data. So similar data will be there here. Okay. So how will be a data array? Okay. If you draw array like this, horizontal or vertical. So how it is addressed? Okay, they are addressed by a index. Yes or no? So index will be there. Maybe it will start with 0, 1, 2, 3, so on till n minus 1. If the array size is n, last index will be n minus 1. So here you can store the values like this. Okay. To get these values, if I want to get this value, I have to write a of 0. That is index. Okay. So if I want this element, how to write a of 3. So this is about the array. You have to draw the diagram, write the definition, and where it can be used. Application just now you have used, saw in the video. For the seat booking, this software, we can use this arrays, or anywhere that program requires large collection of similar type of data type, we can use arrays. Okay. Next is stack. What does stack do? Stack is what type of data structure? Yes. What type of data structure it is? Primitive or non-primitive? Yes. So it is non-primitive data structure. That is, it is derived from primitive data structure. Okay. And it is linear or non-linear? It is linear data structure, and it follows LIFO order. What do you mean by LIFO order? Yes, you had seen in the video. What does it LIFO order means? It is last in, first out. Okay, this is LIFO order means. Okay, so what happens here is, so what does last in first out means? So there will be a array like. Okay, so how many spaces there in this array? How many spaces there? 4 spaces are there, starting from 0 to 1. So this position is minus 1. Initially there will be a variable called top. It will address to minus 1. So assume I want to insert 4. Then when I insert 4, top will point here. Okay. Then I can insert some more value, maybe 3, 4. Now top will point to the last one. Getting this? So this is controlled by a variable called top. Wherever you're inserting, top has to be incremented and value has to be inserted. Okay. So this, what is it? This tag, somewhere in video you saw, no? Where it is used? Yes. While browsing, what will happen? As you will be going, first they showed you. If you visit google.com, you will go there. Then maybe Google Classroom you will visit. Then you will open Google Form, so on. Then you will do back button. It will go to Classroom. Then it will go to Google. Okay. So there we can use stack or stack of books. For example, if I consider stack of books like this. Okay. So if I consider stack of books, how the stack of books are? Yes, how the stack of books are kept. Can you see this image? How many books are there in this? In this image, how many books are there? Yes, how many books are there in this image? First image. 3 books are there. Yes or no? So how it is? If or maybe in this, how many books are there? If you try to open the middle one, books might fall. So how you will do? Last which you have kept, you will remove the first. That is also one example of the stack. Getting this? Any doubts you have in stack? No means we will continue. We'll go to next data structure. So which is the next data structure? Can anyone tell? Which is the next data structure? Yes, that is queues. So what is queue? Queue is what type of data structure? Again, a non-primitive. Okay, so it is non-primitive linear data structure. It follows LIFO order. What does LIFO means? Sorry, FIFO means first in, first out. OS, which chapter you are learning? You have studied CPU scheduling, I guess. You can use this queue in CPU scheduling resource sharing in OS. So how it will be? First in, first out, or a queue. You have seen if you'll go somewhere and stand. Now these days to go to the shop, you will stand in a queue, right? So who will go first? Who will get opportunity to go first? Who is standing in the front? So that is nothing but first in, first out. So if I consider 4 values. So if they are standing like this, okay, maybe this is first, second, third. So who will get chance first? This person will get chance first, next this. So that is nothing but queue. Okay. So it is controlled by 2 variables. Your queue is controlled by 2 variables, that is front and back. So if I consider a queue like this, so how many how many cells are there here? 3 are there. Yes or no? So initially 2 variables. In stack it was top, no? Here we have 2 variables, rear and front. Okay. You will delete from front end and you will insert from rear end. Now this is empty. So both rear and front will be pointing here. So assume I'll insert 4. Then rear also will point here. Front also will point here. Then I'll insert 5. Which will go front? Can anyone tell? Which will increment and which will not increment? Rear will increment or front will increment? Yes? Which will increment? I should insert from which end? Rear. Insertion is done by from rear end. Deletion is done by front end. Okay? So when I insert, rear will go here. Maybe I'll insert one more value. So rear will be here. Okay. So this is how it works. Your queue. Now if I go to delete, can anyone tell which value is getting deleted first? Yes. Which value will get deleted first? Yes. So it is deleted from 4. So which I have inserted first? 4. 4 will be deleted first, then 5 will be deleted, then 6. So it is called FIFO. Which I have inserted first will be deleted first. One chapter is there on each of this, so you need not worry if you don't understand. Next comes trees. So trees is this what type of data structure? Can anyone tell? Linear or non-linear? It is non-linear, non-primitive data structure. Okay. So how it is arranged? It is arranged in a hierarchical way. Okay. It has some nodes like a tree. It is arranged. Okay. For example, if I have some data, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it is not arranged like this linear. So something will become first node, root node, then you have some children here. So maybe like this, like this. So like this, like a tree like structure, it is arranged. Okay. For any hierarchical data, we use trees. Then comes graphs. You saw in the video, right? Where the graphs are used? Can anyone tell where the graphs are used in real based application? They're used in your Google Maps. Why? To find out the shortest distance. So how is the graph? In graph means some nodes will be there, some vertices will be there, or some points will be there. These are known as nodes. Maybe I have 3 nodes, A, B, C. They're connected by a line. These lines are known as edges. So graphs are nothing but collection of nodes and edges, or collection of vertices which are connected via lines. These lines are known as edges. Okay. So these are some of the data structure. So any doubts you have so far? So we saw, okay, what is data structure and types of data structure. 2 types are there, primitive and non-primitive. In that, linear and non-linear are there, and we saw some examples. Yes, that is arrays, stacks, queues, trees, and graphs. Now let's see which are the different data structure operations. Okay, so you have how many operations? 6 data structure operation. First one is traversing. Can anyone tell what do you mean by traversing? Yes, assume I have 3 records. So 3 values I have like this. So traversing means visiting each of these nodes at least once. If you want, write down. Traversing is the process of accessing each node at least once. Okay. So if I visit 7 once, 8 once, 9 once, it is called traversing. That is visiting each node or each record or data structure. Okay, that is known as traversing. Next is searching. So what do you mean by searching? Can anyone tell? Yes, searching means some values will be given. Okay, maybe 7, 8, 9, and then they'll ask you, okay, a key value to be searched. Maybe you have to search 10. Is it there in this? Yes, is 10 found? No. So if you try to search 10 in this, it will tell not found. Okay. If I try to search a key called 8, is it found or no? Yes, it is found in the position 2. So searching is nothing but searching for a given element in a given list. Okay, this is the second operation. Next, we have inserting. Inserting means inserting a value. Maybe I have a data structure like this. So if I insert the value, this is known as insertion. So insertion is a process of adding new record in a data structure. Deleting means deleting these values from the data structure. Okay. Next is sorting. What is sorting? Can anyone tell? Yes. Sorting means, so if I have given some values, so arranging it in ascending or descending order. So if I arrange it in ascending order, it will be 11, 7, 8, 10. So sorting is nothing but arranging in some order. Okay, either ascending or descending. And last one is merging. Merging in the sense, okay, combining the records. Some places what we use is, you remember binary search, what we do is divide and conquer. That is, we will divide a bigger list. Okay. Maybe I want to sort some 1 million values. Here I'm writing only 4 values because I can't write 1 million values. So if I divide and sort it, so what will happen? So I'll sort, divide, divide. At last I have to combine. So this process is known as merging. That is combining the sets or combining the resources of 2 different sorted data structure is known as merging. So these are the 6 data structure operations. That is traversing, visiting each element of the data structure at least once, then searching, okay, searching a given value in the list, inserting, okay, inserting means adding a record in the list, deleting means deleting the data from the data structure, sorting means arranging the data in a particular order, okay, ascending or descending. Merging means combining the value. Okay. So in this class, we have studied these all things. Okay. That is types of data structure and data structure operation. So these were the types of data structure. Okay, one 10 marks question might come on this, and one more is what are the data structure operation. You have to explain what all I have told you. So we'll see some important questions on this. Okay. So far what all we have studied, what are the important questions? Let's see on that. So one question is there, define data structure, mention different types of data structure. So what is data structure? It is an efficient way of arranging your data so that program can utilize it efficiently. And which are the different types of data structure? Draw that diagram. Okay, data structure, two types, primitive, non-primitive, again non-primitive, linear and non-linear with the examples. Then what are primitive data types? Explain. You have to write these are easily this executable by machine. These are built-in data types. Then examples, which are those int, float, char, all those. For 5 marks, you have to explain. Distinguish between linear and non-linear. The different slide is there now. That also you have to write. So start writing today only assignment. Explain data structure operation. So 4 questions are there. See today what I thought in this 4 questions are there. Write the assignment. So we'll try to solve some quiz questions. One second, I'll open the quiz question. So it's not opening. Okay. So any doubts you have in this? Yes? Any doubts? Okay, then take care. Bye-bye.